Hey guys, it's Dr. Sarah here, and I am going to be walking you through a new tool on D&D Beyond because it's awesome and I'm going to be using it a lot in my Dungeons & Dragons campaigns. Now, it's a new tool. Like I said, it's in alpha. It's just released. I just found out about it on Thursday. It is Saturday. Actually, it's Sunday morning now. So if you head over to D&D Beyond, get logged into your account, just hit this tools. You've got the classic character builder that everybody's been using, that Twitch extension, and that new encounter builder. So if you go ahead and click there, you'll get into the encounter builder where you'll notice there's lots of information here. You can entitle your encounter, they've got a survey, you can manage your characters. Now my current campaign is 4 characters at level 5, so I'm going to set it to that. Once you're there, you can name your encounter. My team right now is fighting, or in the beginnings of fighting, a vampire cult attempting to resurrect a very old ancient vampire. So I'll just name this Vampire Cult 1. If I can type, that'd be great. 1, we'll save it like that. And because they're level 5, I don't want it to be incredibly difficult for them. I do want to give them a little bit of a challenge, but I don't want them to hate life to fight this. So we're going to pick the monster type of Undead. And you can see here we've got a vampire with a critical, or with a challenge rating, sorry, of 13. They're pretty difficult. So what I might do with this, and you can look at the stats as well, what I may do for this is just reduce the number of hit points that they have. That's usually what I do with new encounters. If I want to put in kind of a challenging villain or a monster to fight, is I will just reduce the hit points a little bit, but leave everything. I may also reduce the number of legendary actions they actually take in an encounter that's a beginner. So what I'm going to do is I will add this one vampire. Maybe. There we go. So you can see there it's added. Now I also want a couple of other undead. So let's see if we can find skeletons on this. There we go. So we've got the skeletons here. Those are also in the basic rules, so I'll be able to access their stats. Let's go ahead and add 2 skeletons. There we go. We've got 2 skeletons added to this encounter. Now you'll notice some of these have different sources. Mordekainen's Tome of Foes. I have not unlocked that yet. So if you do want to unlock those, you can just go ahead and click that marketplace link, which will take you directly to the marketplace where you can add that to your cart. Now, if you have the books, you don't necessarily have to purchase them. You will have to get out your book and look at the stats for those. So if you kind of want to have all of your information in one place, it might be a good idea to go ahead and make those purchases on D&D Beyond so that you have access within each of these. You can also notice I haven't unlocked the Dungeon Master's Guide. I have a lot of the hard copy books, so usually I won't purchase them unless there's something I really want. So again, if they're in the basic rules, you'll see them there just naturally, and then you can always purchase them, the books, if you want more. So once you're here, you can go ahead and click this Save Encounter button. It'll take you to this summary. Now you can add a lot of information here, okay? If you click this tab right here on the summary, you can put in anything you want in terms of how you want to describe the encounter. You can put in the rewards that they're going to find. I actually use, let me grab it. I use these wonderful cards right here. These magic item cards for when I want to kind of look for some awesome tools or rewards. Another great tool is those cards. So you can go ahead and put in anything here that you want them to do. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to spend time flipping through my cards, but stay tuned because I am going to do more videos and more streaming of setting up encounters and preparing as a DM. So go ahead and click that Save Encounter button when you're done, and it'll take you to the encounter. You'll see here they've got the difficulty is deadly. So I will probably make the vampire a little less challenging when they're fighting it because this is pretty hard. This may actually be a final battle in a dungeon as I get them higher in XP, but it's there. This vampire cult encounter, this vampire cult story is going to take a little while to form. We're going to be mixing in their backstories as well. So you can see here they've got all of their stats, which is really awesome. You can also see, scroll down, it gives you all their legendary action. You can go to the details page, which will open it in a new tab. Gives you a lot more information. You can see that all there. And then you can go ahead and click on, of course, on those skeletons who are a lot easier to beat. And so that just gives you that information there. Now, something that I would wish I do wish D&D Beyond would put into this is something where you can track also hit points. I am terrible at math, and if there was some way that I could just say, hey, this vampire, maybe right here in this spot, you know, has how many? I think it's 1,300. No, wait, 144. So, you know, just starting out with 144, and then you can just subtract the damage. You can keep track, if you had something where you could keep track of their attacks, you know, maybe their legendary actions that they've been using. I think that would be super awesome addition to the encounter creator, because some of us are not that good at math, and some of us forget things. So I think really a way to track hit points would be really awesome too. But that is the D&D Beyond Encounter Builder in a nutshell. I highly recommend everybody check it out if you're new to DMing. If you're not new to DMing, you probably don't need this tool as much as others, but it's just kind of that extra tool to make things a little bit easier when playing Dungeons and Dragons. So I highly recommend you check it out. Please, please, please stay tuned to Geek Parenting Podcast as well as Another Mom Mess. You can follow us here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to be putting out a lot more content in the days to come, in the months to come. We're expanding. We're going to have lots of writers and all that wonderful stuff that you get when you start expanding your blog and your videos and your podcasts. So stay tuned for more, and everybody have a great day.